On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end play. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And some room to run now. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Also on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
First down, Murray. And Matthews makes a grab. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Better bring it. You better bring it.
On second down, here's Murray. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play. In this situation, down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now again, right side. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's able to muscle in here as he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set, 43.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Push him back. Okay.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Disley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Airs this out for Matthews. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Keep playing hard.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Wait, 190. March 43. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Fuck that. Kill.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
That's caught by Hollister. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Oh, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Carson.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2,
now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They run again with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now it's Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Carson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, it's Carson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Carson. Down right around the 25.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down, the run with Lynch. And some space here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point.